of buildings that we are still under construction sank to the ground. This actually happened in Nigeria. And if I tell you what made these buildings sink to the ground, you'll be like, what the hell? Why? This small thing, not even one block, could be rescued. And this is somebody's money sinking to the ground. Waiting to happen. Is it the engineer? Is it the builders? My brother, my sister, if I tell you the reason, the very smallest minute thing, that is what is sinking a lot of millions of naira to the ground. And the shocking part is that some of these buildings are not even in rural areas that you'll be like, oh, now village people they do. Not the village people. In fact, some of these buildings are located in very prestigious locations, very prestigious estates. Imagine a building in Banana Island falling to the ground. Is that everybody was thinking everything was okay. Everything was seeming very normal. And then all of a sudden, boom, you'll be like, did this building not give any sign? What was wrong? How can a building just start falling? The thing is that there are always very early signs. Sometimes we'll start by cracking the wall. Next thing, the doors will no longer be aligning, and before you know it, the floors will no longer be even. These are the early signs this building show. Most time it is very ignored, and then all of a sudden the whole building inside ground. The problem is not the blocks, so the problem is not that they are using inferior material. No, most of these buildings are built with good materials, very quality materials. It is just a simple thing that could have been avoided even before one block was laid on the soil. But a lot of people skip it and even do krukere just to avoid paying some money to get these things done right the first time. Now, what is the problem? The problem is that these people did not do a good soil test before building on a land. You see this particular soil test, a lot of people skip it to their detriment. And I'm telling you right now, if you are looking to build, do not skip your soil test. A lot of people will buy in an estate, and because the estate marketed dry land, they'll be like, now the estate is dry land. I went for inspection, it is dry land. Let me go and start building without doing a good soil test in that land. Dry land in an estate is not the soil type of your own particular plot. That your neighbor's land is very good does not mean it is the same with your land. Land differ in a very minute way, and you need to find out and capture it before you even lay a single block on the ground to start your construction. Doing your soil test is very important because it will show you the type of soil you have, and also the depth of firm soil in your land. How deep will you go before you find very solid soil that can hold your foundation, hold your building? It would also determine the type of foundation you use for your building. See, if you are guessing the foundation your building has to be on, you're already making a big mistake. Your soil is supposed to determine the kind of foundation you use for your building. Your soil test will also determine the type of weight that soil can carry. If your soil is not strong enough to carry 8-story buildings and you go ahead and build 8-story buildings, you're already risking the full structure of that house. And that is how you come back one day and see that the house you have spent so much million is already fully on the ground. And the big part of this is that it's not only just money that you lose. You lose the demolition cost, you lose the repair cost, that is rebuilding the house that you've already finished building before. Let's not talk about the stress or the emotional trauma that this thing costs. It is not worth it. And if I tell you what it costs you to actually do your soil test, you'll be like, so because of this small money, because of this small amount, because of this small commitment, I actually risk losing over 9 figures. Saddest part is that if these people did their soil test before even starting the construction, it wouldn't have even cost them up to 500,000 naira. Because of 500,000 naira, a lot of people are actually losing over 500 million. Do your soil. Now, who can help you do your soil test? A structural engineer or a civil engineer is actually trained to help you do your soil test. So if you employ professionals, they will actually tell you to do your soil test first before they even determine the kind of building plan, the kind of foundation to do for your building. So a good structural engineer would not guess the kind of foundation your building should have. He would actually determine by facts, because a soil test have to be conducted. It is done before you start laying even one block on the ground. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, go ahead and click the like button. Also share this video to anybody you know that wants to build, because this is Very, very important. And if you are looking to build and you want to build for cash flow, I made a playlist of what to do, how to maximize your building and your land to build for cash flow. So go ahead and watch that playlist next. I am linking it in the description of this video. If you are seeing me for the very first time, my name is Justin Nadi, and I'm a realtor here in Port Harcourt, specialized in shortlets and building passive income properties. I will see you in the very next video. Bye.